Hi, I'm back with another video, and as y'all read by the title, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I know y'all have noticed I don't have my usual glass of wine, and that's because I'm not drinking this week, and I think it's very important to have self-discipline. So that's why I ain't got my wine. I'm just, going raw and real today, real energy, real raw, So let's get to the chase and get into this topic today. So this thought popped up in my head when I was just scrolling on Instagram. Everything kind of just looked the same, and I realized, originality is becoming a thing of the past, and this is why I say this. So like I said, I was scrolling. Y'all know those Instagram baddies and stuff. Like, everybody is starting to look the same. Everybody is going to get those BBLs. Everybody's lips, noses, the way they dress, the way they pose, like everything was kind of the same. And I was just like, man, I miss like when people were authentic, because you really don't see that anymore. And I kind of got sad because I'm just like, what's making us all be the same way? And it kind of goes along with, my video where I talked about, everybody thinks the same. Oh, y'all ain't got no rings on. Let me put something on. I feel empty. Yeah, so boom. I don't know if that made a difference, but hey. But yeah, like, I got sad because I'm just like, what is making us, look the same? What's making us all be the same way? And it kind of goes along with my video I uploaded, a couple weeks ago, where I talked about, everybody's afraid to think differently. And I feel like that's showing in how we dress, how we look, and even how we talk and act. Like, you look around, you see everybody thinks alike, everybody looks alike, and once you start to look different, or you start to act different or think differently, you get criticized for it. And I feel like that's how it's becoming with Instagram models and like just people in general. Like, everybody looks the exact same way, and like, when they want to be themselves, when they're themselves, they get ridiculed for being who they are. And I miss, like, the specific features girls used to have. Like, I'm specifically talking about, women, in general, because I feel like the attack is really on us, because, men not really, men still kind of have their originality. I mean, it's some men that can be put in groups, but like majority men, they not really, looking alike. But like girls, we are. So yeah, that's who I'm really talking to. And it's like, I don't know, if you don't fit that specific look or that specific genre of women, it's like you don't get recognition. For example, it's girls that I follow on Instagram who are so unique. They're so different. They're so authentic, and they'll get like, maybe a couple hundred likes. Not saying that likes define anything, but like, this is just, it just goes to show what the majority, likes. And it's like, you'll see this Instagram model that looks like these 20,000 other Instagram models, and they get thousands and thousands of likes. And it's confusing because, you scroll down, you see the exact same thing over and over again. And it's sad because, where is our authenticity? Like, we're all different human beings. We should all come with different things to offer to this world. We're all made differently. And the fact that everybody wants to just be the same way is sad. And my favorite era of time when people were just so authentic and so themselves were like the early 2000s. Like, you look around, it was people like Aaliyah, Ashanti, Britney Spears, Fergie, and all these different women that literally had their own style, and it was never one look. And that's what made it so fun. Like, the music was fun back then. Everything was just so fun back then. Now when you look around, like, everything is the same. And it's just like, I wonder, how did we get here? So once I started to ponder on how do we get here, I look at society. The media pushes one thing for us to look at and aspire to be. For example, all this stuff that's going on in the world today, if you're not thinking like the majority or looking like the majority, or you know, just being like the majority, you're getting pushed off to the side. You're overlooked, you're a misfit, you're dumb, you're stupid for being different. And it's just like, how did we get to the point where we're all being suppressed to look one certain way? And you know, that's the standard. And it's making so many girls insecure because they feel like they have to look this certain way to be accepted. And it's just like, no, we don't. And that's why so many people feel the need to get surgeries and do all this stuff to their bodies that, you know, in 10 years, you never know what's gonna happen. And it's just like, you know, it makes no sense. It makes no sense because beauty and looking a certain way, it fades. It does. The fact that we're making long-term decisions based off temporary emotions, it's gonna fall down on us later on in life. And just watch how it all plays out. Like, for example, K. Michelle, she had a whole show about how she had a botched surgery and how her butt, you know, was killing her, so she had to get it out. She didn't want it anymore just because she tried to fit in into what the media was pushing. And it pushes a lot of death, you know, especially towards women, more specifically black women. If we don't have the biggest butts or the biggest boobs, we're overlooked. And it's like, you know, the next generation of children, all they're gonna feel like, you know, is important is their image, the way their body looks. It's not gonna be how creative you are, what you have to offer to the world, how, you know, you carry yourself. It's gonna be all about your body and your looks. And it's just gonna be like, you know, where does it end? Where is the variety? And it's just very stale. It's very distasteful. And I just want to know, how can we stop? How do we, you know, want to make people be original? Because of being original, it's the best thing that you can do. Because you know how many yous it is in the world? It's just one you. So why waste that one you trying to be like her, and her? Because you trying to be in competition with everybody else who looks the same. Nobody's gonna win. But if you be you, you're going to win. And it's always a path for you and how you look and how you dress and how you act and how you think. That's why we were all created differently. And you know, it's just death culture that's being pushed on us, because I feel like it's very rooted in low self-esteem. And you know, women, when we have low self-esteem, we tend to try to find satisfaction in the physical things. And you know, it ends up never working. That's why, you know, we do all these different things for people who don't really love us, and we settle just because somebody buying us a bag. And that's another thing. Like, who came up with the idea of, like, you know, all the buying a bag, you know, and that's gonna make me feel good? Like, girl, here's dogging you out, but you getting a bag, so it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just death culture. So much low self-esteem, so much hate for ourselves, and we idolize it. We put it on a pedestal because it looks good. Everything that looks good is not good, and I'm tired of seeing it everywhere. I'm passionate about it, y'all, so that's why I'm like, ah. But it's really like annoying, because like, you know, why are we settling for less? And then, like, not to, you know, shame any of these women, because we all been there. But like, for example, these women that, you know, are in the industry, the social media gang, you know, who date rappers. Like, for example, Jada Waiter. She was basically, you know, showing off Lil Baby. And he raps about, you know, other women in his songs all the time. You know, not saying that that's a problem. But for me personally, I wouldn't want my man talking about another woman in a song if, you know, I'm supposed to be your woman. But, you know, and words hold some type of truth. So even if they are like just rapping the words for the song, I feel like it's some truth in everything that you say, because everything that you say flows from your heart. So that's one thing that bothers me about rappers and their baby mamas and stuff. And I feel like I'm going off topic, but trust me, it all goes back to the root. So anyways, like I was saying, so that's one red flag. And the next thing is, like, you know, he got caught cheating over and over, and like she was still showing him off, and he was still like buying her bags and all this, and she was just like, yeah, that's my man, you know, until she finally got the strength and left him and saw her word. I don't know her like personally, but publicly, that's what it looked like she did. I can only assume from what I see. But, you know, why do we idolize their relationship? You know, that's the whole point I'm trying to say. Like, everything that looks good on the outside, y'all, it's not good. I promise you. Everything that glitters is not gold. And it's just like we do that with so many rappers, baby mamas, and we want to look like them and be like them. But look at them. They're not happy. Just because they got that lifestyle that you want, they're not happy. Because if they were happy with themselves, they would not be settling for things like that. Like, I've seen people with nothing, at peace, happy, comfort, loving themselves. And I've seen people with everything, unhappy, unsatisfied, all these different things. And it's just like, you know, when are we gonna get to that point where we're being original again? That's what this all boils down to. That was so off topic. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm finna blow y'all minds. I'm finna make all this like come back to the originality. The whole thing is we trying to look like all these people on Instagram who are not even happy. So if we're trying to look like these people on Instagram who are not even happy, how was that gonna make us happy? You know, where are their fruits that's showing their happiness? Like, yeah, they have stuff. You know, stuff gets damaged. You can lose that stuff tomorrow. If you lose all that stuff tomorrow, who are you gonna be? Where is your originality gonna stand? Where? So y'all, I basically said all this because loving yourself is being original. I don't care what Instagram looks like. I don't care what the media is pushing. I do not care. Okay? Be original. Be you. Because at the end of the day, when when we all transition, what are you gonna leave behind? Can you say you followed everybody, or could you say you were a leader and you were who you were truly meant to be? That's my whole thing. Be original. And yeah, I'll see y'all next video. And if y'all want me to talk about more topics, just comment down below. Give this video a like, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And yeah, see y'all later. I gotta give y'all a name or something. I'm just trying to rebrand and stuff like that because, you know, I haven't been on here in so long. But yeah, see y'all later.